Thank you for tuning in to Exeter TV. Exeter TV is the town's public and government access channels, available on Comcast Channels 6 and 22. Channel 6 is your channel. If you have an idea for a program, want to host your own talk show, or submit a film, we're here to get your content on television. On Channel 22, we bring you live and replay coverage of government meetings and other town updates. A third channel, Blue Hawk Media, is operated by SAU 16 and can be found on Channel 8, with all your school sports, events, and meetings. You can watch Exeter TV online at exeternh.tv, Apple TV, and on Roku. Find us on social media for extra content. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell to get notified about live streams and new content. Tune in to our platforms every other Friday to watch the Exeter Biweekly Report with recaps of recent events, updates from town departments, and messages from nonprofits in your area. If you head to our website, exeternh.tv, we invite you to sign up to our newsletter to receive monthly updates about new content, upcoming meetings, and more. We'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch Exeter TV and hope that you tune in to our other content as well. Thank you for tuning in to Exeter TV. Exeter TV is the town's public and government access channels, available on Comcast Channels 6 and 22. Channel 6 is your channel. If you have an idea for a program, want to host your own talk show, or submit a film, we're here to get your content on television. On Channel 22, we bring you live and replay coverage of government meetings and other town updates. A third channel, Blue Hawk Media, is operated by SAU 16 and can be found on Channel 8, with all your school sports, events, and meetings. You can watch Exeter TV online at exeternh.tv, Apple TV, and on Roku. Find us on social media for extra content. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell to get notified about live streams and new content. Tune in to our platforms every other Friday to watch the Exeter Biweekly Report with recaps of recent events, updates from town departments, and messages from nonprofits in your area. If you head to our website, exeternh.tv, we invite you to sign up to our newsletter to receive monthly updates about new content, upcoming meetings, and more. We'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch Exeter TV and hope that you tune in to our other content as well.
Is called
the 250th.
Yeah, no, it's good.
It's semi-quincentennial.
On Civics 101, they were calling it the sesquicentennial, but I remember us calling Lincoln's visit the sesquicentennial.
That's 150, right?
So that's 150.
I think it's semi. Yeah.
The semi.
Okay, so we should just stick with 250.
Yeah, that's what we decided, yeah.
Okay. I don't think we lack cool ideas. I mean, to your point about the town, I love the idea of doing something down on Swayze, which I think could be phenomenal. And really, I think that could be maybe the town piece where we.
Yeah, it's great now that it's blocked off, so that whole area could just be.
I mean, I think that I think.
The town band plays in July. That would be good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The town band plays in July.
The brass band.
Yeah.
No, I think there's a lot we can do.
We went through all of our content to figure out what we can do and how we can tailor it to make sure that we focus on the revolutionary period for the next year and a half. So the Historical Society is going to take that direction. So even in our programming, which we're currently laying out, we're going to try our best to focus on that. We've gone through all of the videos and everything, figure out which ones tie in.
That's awesome.
So we have material. We still tend to think of the Independence Museum as the specialists, and when people are researching the Revolution, we frequently say, "Have you checked with them first?" But we're in. we'll make sure that, we focus on that for the upcoming year.
The Independence Museum is playing a big part because, the 4th of July is what every other town's gonna be celebrating.
Yeah, the 12th is
Yeah, and
ours.
we have that day. But there's nothing, to your point, I think, stopping us from doing something on the 4th of July.
Oh, no.
Well, I wasn't, I just think, because I think in terms of like planning a memorial event, not a memorial event, but a celebratory, just because I think of service planning all the time, I'd be glad to kind of help contact folks and marshal folks. And
So, I wonder I'm not the history of our church,
a lot's down in the archive.
right?
Yeah.
And I just wonder, so X number of years ago when, I forget who was invading who, but we did a non-denominational concert, which was amazing. And we brought in a lot of the church choirs and youth choirs. And I wonder if we could do something like that, which could be really lovely. And actually, I don't know how we would do it, but maybe we could raise, just through donations, funds for that we could give. Today we could give it to Ukraine.
Yeah. Well, I think the church is planning some 250 of stuff, and so I'm kind of like, I'm here kind of with the church hat on that we were part of, that period in town. But I also don't want folks to be like, oh, it's at a church. I don't want to go to something at the church.
No, but I don't think that, we did it actually at Exeter High School because we needed a huge stage.
Yeah.
But it was a non-denominational ecumenical and it was lovely. There was readings, there was different choirs that participated, a lot of the church choir. And
I think we could have lots of events.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I was thinking at least something every month.
Yes, it's beginning when? Bunker Hill? Or inside
Next year,
226? Inside 2026?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, monthly.
Starting
events.
January 1st.
Yeah,
Okay,
January 1st, 2026.
2026. Okay.
I was thinking.
Yeah, 'cause we've got,
fireworks at the time.
April 19th is coming up this year, and that's the anniversary of
Yeah.
Lexington
Way
and
too
Concord.
soon. Yeah.
Right, I know. But I
Yeah.
think one of the first things we need to do is brand this thing because particularly with all the programming you're already putting together, I will be honest, AIM is behind the 8 ball on that right now. We are reorganizing a lot.
All we've done is talk about it.
Well, at least you
We just
At
sat
least
there
you've
at the
done
meetings,
that.
like, what can we do?
You're still
ticking
ahead of
along.
that.
Yeah.
Karen, can I ask you a question? Is there a director to be named imminently?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. Is it you? I'm just saying. It's like, yeah. Okay, so that's
I
good.
have the time to do that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's progress. That's progress.
We feel really good about the direction it's all going.
Okay, good.
But I mean, we've just not had there's a lot of amazing good things happening. We just can't talk about it right
That's
now.
good. I'm just hoping.
But it still means that, AIM is, not unlike, the Historical Society, we're just low on staff. So we can't, and then you've got, the Rev Fest, I still call it that, I know I should.
And you're the last person I know that calls it that.
What?
Rev
You're the
Fest.
last person I know that calls it that.
I say it every once in a while.
Oh, I
It's just
say it.
easier to say.
Why can't we call it Rev Fest? I think Rev Fest is great.
They
Anyway,
changed it.
whatever, all right.
That was some executive
Director before.
Yeah.
Anyhow, but my point is we're moving in the right direction.
Good.
But I think we need to get this thing branded.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I just wanted to make sure.
So and I'm willing to work on that piece. I will own that. Not that I'm gonna make any decisions, but at least in terms of getting that going. I love the idea of putting it out to students as well. And I am meeting with Beth Caputa on Friday, so I could, and she's amazing, and we can connect with, the art classes. And so I think the kids would enjoy doing that. But do we all agree that it probably should be at the high school level? Okay.
Yeah.
And do we put it out to PEA as well, or just Exeter High, which they're here?
Yeah.
All right, so put it, all right. So I don't know who to ask at PEA, but I can maybe ask Mark, who he might know.
Yeah, well, we have the principal come to the meetings, Mr. Dawson Rawson. come to the select board meetings quarterly or so I can ask him.
Okay, so you'll ask PEA? Okay. And I'll talk to him. Because I think we should, and then what would be really helpful is, and maybe, I don't know, Barbara, you might be, I mean, we need some sort of blurb to write about, maybe just the mission of the commission that I could share with them, which is all.
It's on the website.
Right, that's what I'm saying, on the website, which will then provide the direction for the student to do, develop the branding, right? I also had a nice chat with Bob Glowacki, and he's not only interested in supporting us from a tech perspective, but he's really excited about this. So he really wants to get involved, yeah. So I think we should try to get him on board to get things going there, like a Facebook page,
whatever.
Right? Okay, I'm happy to talk to him too. Just kind of this marketing branding piece. Does that work for folks?
Yeah, make sure when you talk to him that you, whatever you write, you copy to Melissa Roy,
Okay,
because he doesn't work alone.
okay.
I would be happy to kind of take the lead on planning the Swayze like day of event, you know, and contacting, because I think there's going to be a lot of, you know, like if we want to have a color guard from the military, like we usually do for Memorial Day, like we should start getting on their agenda now to get a team out that day. But are we doing it July 4th, or are we doing it on the day of
Swayze Fest?
the Swayze Fest?
Rev
You mean Rev Fest?
Yeah.
I would not do it during Rev Fest.
Yeah,
So
I
do
do
July
July 4th.
I would do it July.
Let's do July 4th.
All right, so let me start.
For the like the cookout or whatever, yeah, because Rev Fest in my, whatever we want to call it.
That's kind of, the game sort of has that, you
Well,
know?
not only that,
Yeah.
but that also brings in, I mean, not that we don't want everybody.
Yeah.
The
But I
audience.
think I see the cookout or whatever, it's kind of a town party or
Yeah, like everyone come and have a
SAU-wide
good time.
party, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to, you know, the food trucks and stuff that
Yeah.
happen.
It
Folks
used to
agree?
be, yeah, I agree with you. It used to be a 2-day event. That was organized by the Chamber of Commerce until they dumped it onto to the museum. But the, like the volunteer firefighters and used
Yeah.
to do the chicken.
Chicken barbecue.
Yeah, which would be so fun.
It would be fun to do kind of just something like more town oriented.
Old-timey.
Yeah, that's what I
And
think.
I think all of our departments would love to be part of that, you know, cooking chicken and.
Yeah.
I've seen a photo, I think it was in the church driveway or something, I don't know, this big like vats and going all the way down
I'll
the
bring
chicken.
the script.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Because
I know,
it'll
yeah.
really
Yeah.
help focus. What they did was they set up this huge committee, and then it had all these subcommittees. I mean, there were subcommittees on arts and crafts. There were subcommittees on anything you can imagine. And I wish I brought it with me.
The next meeting, I have the 250th
I have-
celebration book. And
That's on my task list.
What if we divided up the day, just because, like, I can't take responsibility for organizing a barbecue, but I could take, like, the kickoff, you know, getting people here that we're going to speak, like whether we invite our local Congress people, whether we invite.
Oh, we definitely should, right?
Yeah, like, I'm glad to do that stuff and sort of have, like, a kickoff 30-minute, like, this is why we're here.
Yeah.
And then other folks can kind of talk about doing the, you know, barbecue. I mean, I'm glad to help with everything, but the only reason I'm pushing it now is I know these people's schedules are filling now
Right.
for the events, and so.
Well, we should get to, God, when is Maggie up for re-election again? Well, it doesn't,
It would be 2026 at the earliest, so,
so she was okay.
yeah.
Okay, so we should probably get on her calendar
Yeah.
pretty quick. I mean, do you want me to deal with her? I mean, it's not hard.
Oh, sure, if you'd like, yeah.
Maggie.
Just if, you know, to hold that day for coming here.
And then even
I can get Chris Pappas.
Pappas and I'm also thinking of Jeannie, but she'll be hard.
She might be up over where she lives.
Yeah. Doesn't mean she can't do a drive-by.
Yeah.
Maggie will definitely. Oh, and then we should also get all of our, you know, our reps and senators, like Deb Altschiller and the reps and senators, right?
I can reach out to a military honor guard and just see what they.
Yeah. And also like getting the scouts involved, right?
Yeah.
Can you, and then I'm also thinking like local businesses, like you started bringing talking about, the arts, like, maybe there's some art, or some group of artisans want to design something that could be sold at Exeter Fine Craft. I don't know.
We can bring that to the Arts Commission, and then.
Here in town, the Town Arts.
The Town Arts Commission.
And
What
what's
about
up?
the chamber?
Yeah, that's what I was to say. What's up with
Should we have
Jennifer Wheeler?
Rep from a chamber on this committee?
Yeah, I think so. Has
They have
anyone
to
talked
live
to
in Exeter,
Jennifer
but they
Wheeler?
have to live in Exeter. I'm not sure where they live.
I think she lives in Stratford.
Jennifer lives in Stratham.
Yeah.
Why does she have to? Why do they have
It's
to?
a town
if they're-
committee.
But if they're representing.
They can be a friend, but they can't be elected too.
Got it. Okay. But still, has anyone talked to Jen Wheeler? I'll talk to Jen Wheeler. Okay.
Okay.
One of the things that, about democracy in action is the governor actually has a horse guard. And
As a what?
horse guard.
Oh, I would love to have horses. I
Yeah.
keep thinking about that. Where can we get a horse?
I got
horses
them
are
to come one year when Maggie, I think it was right after Maggie got elected to the Senate. And they, no, must
That would be
must have
very
been
cool.
governor. but-
Yeah.
We need horses that can handle the public.
Yeah, but they only come with the governor, so.
Yeah.
We gotta get the governor.
He might be that day at a statewide event or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for courtesy, we should invite everyone, but yeah.
So to your point though, Al, is that we should, for the July 4th, really, that's gonna take a planning meeting. We need to really break that down, like what that.
Who has what task?
And what the day's even gonna look like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we should put that on the agenda for a full and maybe once we have all of your materials, that will absolutely
Yeah.
spark ideas.
Yeah, I mean, we're 250th, we don't have to go as hard as the bicentennial.
We also want someone to sponsor fireworks, right? I mean, we want fireworks.
I have fireworks for, I have already planned fireworks for the last day of 2026.
Nice.
Just to see the anniversary
Oh,
out.
for New Year's? Oh, I love that.
Oh, we could have a New Year's party. See, the ideas never stop.
I know.
It's like this is
It's just, so we got July, we got a little bit in at the end of December.
Yeah, branding I think is really a big one.
That's
Yeah,
a good start.
Yeah. Because then we get more ideas coming
And
from
you'll talk to
outsiders.
PA about that, I'll talk to Beth Caputa. I'll also reach out to Bob Glowacki. Okay, and Jen Wheeler, okay. And we need to recruit some more people.
Yeah, a couple more people.
Hope I can get
and,
Kathy Corson to say yes.
That'd be good. I'll ask her tomorrow.
I'll put pressure on her. I mean, the thing is that she's done, I think, with town committees.
This
But
is a little different
this
though.
is very different.
And it's
It's
a short
limited.
period.
Yeah, right, it's time limited. I'll see if I can help recruit a couple of people.
So then we want to look at businesses that maybe want to celebrate like their own anniversary as part of that they wouldn't be here if we weren't America.
Yeah.
So should we, I mean, that, in terms of local businesses, it would be great if we could get Jen to get the chamber to drive that bus, right? I mean, as opposed to us
Yeah, that's
doing
fine.
that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
really, businesses, that's what I think we're hoping.
Yeah, I think she needs to be on it, or somebody from that organization.
Yeah, yeah,
At least sit in
yeah,
and do, because
okay. And was it, who did the beautiful poster that John and Jennifer saw? Was that for the, it was, I have it. It looks really, really old. I wish I had a picture of it. It's hanging in, it's big. It's hanging in my family room. It's blues and oranges and there's a soldier on it.
That's the 1638 one.
Yes, that one.
Right,
I was
yeah.
gonna bring it today and
I
totally
love that. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be, it's awesome.
I kind of see Sarah Koff as doing something for us.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I haven't asked her, but she did the All Life logo.
Yeah.
She'll do things like that. She's really good.
But we don't want her to brand this.
No, but I mean, if there's some other thing
A piece of art that we can,
that could be sold, or I don't know, it's just an idea,
Like a
but she's
poster,
like a usual player in the town. and
Yeah. Is
she's
she Exeter based?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So for the branding, do we want to decide now or when we give instructions to volunteers or this person, whether we have to make it so that it can be a circle, a rectangle,
Yeah,
or
for letterhead and every other thing.
Well, there's also the question of, do we want to, as we're rolling this out, have a logo made that's pretty simple, like Exeter 250th, but then have the art contest for the kids.
That's a good idea.
You
Because
know,
America 250 Art, which we're a subdivision of, already
Yeah.
has a logo, so we
Yeah, we
probably
could maybe
could
use
use
that.
that and then just write Exeter underneath or
Yeah.
whatever.
like theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. My sister's involved with Colonial Williamsburg. That's where she lives, and they have different artwork they produce for major historical events, and it's she's got them up in her house and everything. I think folks would like that. Something that I think it's wonderful to get the kids involved, and also having some options too.
Well, an art show should definitely be part of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we asking then the kids to do? I gotta look.
So we were thinking of a poster. I had also mentioned in a previous meeting, the tall skinny things that go on the flag, the light post, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
There's a picture of it in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this. So I have this at my house, and they were selling them down at the building center in Gloucester. It was like $25. It's like this big, something like that, which we could brand on our streets. But I'm not sure that this is the high school thing, because it's,
Can I be honest? I don't love the logo.
well, that's what it is across the world, so.
Right, and so we need to use it, but do we need to have it be front and center? I mean, we can be
I
on.
think people who are interested know what that logo is, and they see it and they go, oh, Exeter's having an America 250 official thing.
It's
It
like
might be.
the bicentennial logo. Everyone knows the bicentennial
right.
logo.
But the town had its own logo, which
Right.
was like a
Yeah.
76 inside
Exactly.
a circle.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we're talking about maybe two things. A poster that kind of over your fireplace,
Right, something about.
And then also this type of thing that goes on the flagpoles. Which one goes to whom, I'm not sure, but
Why wouldn't that be maybe the same thing? Like, for example, if you had a Sarah Koff that designed, I'm just using her as an artist, if she designed something that was the art memorabilia piece, why couldn't it be that as well? But with that, you would maybe add this to it. I don't know.
and
Put it down in the corner.
what would the students do?
Well, so
They could do a production of 1776.
I would love that.
I would love that too.
There was like a Neil Simon play that was done, the patriotic girl, the All-American girl, it was at the town hall, the 1776 girl, anybody know what this is?
No.
A high school play was done then, it's some Neil Simon play that had a patriotic title.
And the fellow whose name I never been the word barn.
Ben and Sarah.
Yeah.
Ben,
They used to manage the
Prescott Park.
Prescott Park
Yeah.
events. So you can maybe rank them, and he put on 1776.
all right,
I wonder.
I'll ask Ben and Sarah if I'll just float this by.
Oh, the Andersons at the word.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
worked with them on the
Yeah.
Lit Fest, so I'll ask them.
That would be
We should have a sing-along to that at the town hall, now that we don't have a movie theater anymore.
You're a grand old black.
No. Have you ever seen 1776, the movie?
Oh, it's
We watch it every year.
Yeah, I watch it every year on
No,
the 4th of July. That is the
All right,
highlight
I'm
of the
gonna-
day.
1776,
You're
the movie.
You're just obnoxious and disliked. We all know that, yes.
Maybe we could even show the movie down on Swayze.
Like Rocky Horror Show?
Outside is terrible. There's bugs. I want to be in the town hall.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be fun to do
Yeah, I think
that?
Oh, I think it's 1776 sing-along would be awesome. I mean, they do it every
You do
year.
the play and a sing-along, right?
No, well, no, you show
Just
the movie.
like
and
Rocky
they
Horror. You just go
everybody-
in there, you dress
All
up.
Yeah, that's weird. Just that's
Yeah.
Shadowcast that sucker. Who would I be? Oh, wow.
I've never heard of this movie. This is weird.
Oh my God.
Who's in it? Like, what year is it from?
William Daniels? Is
Yeah,
he the one who
William
plays
Daniels.
John Adams?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there's your homework.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It is my
Watch
homework. So that reminds me, what about
1776.
Hamilton? The play, the movie, the whatever.
Okay, if you want to do that, rapid fire rapping, go ahead. It's very hard to sing, but.
No, this is a whole different event. We've got a whole year to like put stuff together, you know. Hamilton is kind of cool. I don't know how we can show it. I mean,
The kids at the academy could probably pull that off.
no, just even a showing of the movie. You know, the original one with Manuel or whatever, Miranda. That was a great production.
We watched that during the pandemic.
That was
Thank God that was
beautiful.
on in 2020.
Yeah. So that's
Kids were
kind
all
of
trapped
an
in the
idea of
house.
how we can have a showing of that at the Academy in the big theater maybe. Just get the production rights and show it or something. I don't know how you do this, but.
Or at the town hall. I mean.
Do Les Mis, that seems really appropriate too.
Oh, no,
Just
we
an
still
idea,
owe friends
anyway.
money from that. We never paid them back for their service to.
I bet you they'd forgive us right about, well, maybe not.
No,
Actually, they wouldn't.
Nobody is
Never mind.
forgiving us right
No,
now.
that's true. Never mind. I'll take
All
that
right, so
out.
back to the branding.
Back to the branding.
So, yeah,
We've
so,
got two different things or one
So we
thing?
need a logo, and then we also need some identifiable art. Is this what I'm getting? That we have two
Yeah.
different things going here? Like, this
Yeah.
is the logo, and this is art. So these kinds of things don't have, I mean, we'll probably have the logo on it, and probably the town logo, if we create a town logo. And then we also have, art that can go with it. I mean, there's multiple
so maybe we're
layers
asking the
of this.
kids to, that's what was my
Kids could
next.
do the art, or we could get kids to do the logo.
What if we ask the kids to do the town logo?
Yeah.
Because then
See
they
if
have
they
to
can
do
do
some
it.
research on the history of the town, right?
Mhm.
Right? And then we do the art piece, the piece that you can sell, still could have the logo on it, but the piece you can sell, like the beautiful thing I'm thinking, the 1638. All right, so that's what we're talking about. I just need to know what I'm asking Beth for, which is the town logo. Okay.
Can you describe it to me again? I'm taking notes, I'm the secretary.
Oh, describe what?
You're having two things. The
We're-
first is
Well,
high school.
I
The
think
town logo.
Barbara did it better than I did.
High school is doing a town logo.
Yeah,
That's what we'll ask.
Yeah,
And that's something small that we can reproduce on stationery.
all right,
and,
small town logo, yeah.
Things like that.
And then number two is an art poster. Okay, are either of those?
Commemorative art
Commemorative.
poster.
Are either of those this flag thing that, or should we just simply get flags that say 250 and?
No,
I think we can do both. I think that we want this, the flag things on the utility poles don't feel permanent. They
Right.
don't feel, after it's done, who gets them.
Right,
But
They wind up in
we
my.
have another piece of art that is this
same.
symbol, not the brand, but the kind of
Well, it could be the logo with this on it. I mean, let's see what it could be the town logo that's on those flags.
To be determined.
Right.
Obviously, not that.
No, I mean for something to take home.
That's the poster. I mean, if we can get in a beautiful piece of art, you can reproduce it on T-shirts, you can do whatever people want. But a commemorative signed poster by a local artist would be very awesome. That you could take and have it framed or whatever. Or you can also sell them as just printed copies of it in a smaller way and I mean, how many of the copper things are still left off the bandstand roof?
I still have about 40 of them. Do they
And
still
the
have
town
them here?
clerk still has some.
I mean, I love those.
Yeah, the only unfortunate thing about those is that they stamped it the year that they changed the roof, so it says 1984.
Oh,
Well, it says 2004 here. Well, I don't know, that's fine for me because I'm like, this is when we change the roof, it helps me know when it happened. But, those are nice. Twice I've been asked recently at events that had nothing to do with this, are you guys gonna put out like a commemorative coin? I got asked last night at a Grange meeting, and I was asked at our February program by someone. No, it was a senior luncheon that I spoke at. So it was like, okay, that seemed like an odd thing to ask, but
Challenge
different people, like a challenge
Yeah.
point thing. And they did put them out in, I think the bicentennial, and then in 1938 they did. So little small things that people can
Yeah.
collect might be better than like rigid plastic
Yeah.
mugs and stuff.
Yeah.
We have to think about our merch in a sustainable way.
Also
For sure.
designed and distributed a challenge coin for his union, so I can ask him about the costs and what that was 4 years ago. I mean,
People are already putting out 250th challenge coins.
So something that the DAR is planning on doing is creating cockades, ribbon things. You know what? Everybody know what it is?
I don't.
It's like a ribbon thing you put in your dry corn hat. You know, that round little ribbon with flares. It's like kind of like that thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's a revolution. So with the 250 logo in it in Exeter DAR and selling these at our table at the Independence Festival for 2 years. So that's something that could also be relevant to this committee, that we'll be putting out that logo thing.
the DAR has their own 250th logo.
No, the DAR is partner, an official partner with the America 250th, so therefore,
There it is.
there it is, yeah. It's just more ephemera going about.
Well, there's, that's a fundraising or happy-making thing.
It's kind of like, those poppies that people wear that signify the French, but it's got a kind of similar feel to that. A little something they can take home that's commemorative.
Makes you feel like you were part of it,
Yeah.
especially when you're at an event and everybody's wearing them.
You can use challenge coins from other towns.
If we still have the Constitution next year.
I mean, that's kind of the underlying on all of this.
So to bring it.
Well,
Sounds like a lot of things to check with people on.
Mm-hmm.
Next couple of weeks.
And the state has their website, which is a website connection to websites. It's pretty much all it is.
Yeah.
Could I take a step, just because I like to have something to do between, like an assignment, a task, at writing a letter of invitation to folks for a 250th event here, like for our dignitaries.
Yeah.
And I'll run it by y'all next time.
That'd be great.
Okay.
All right, now I'm gonna contact Ben and Sarah and see, just put the bug in their ear. Yeah, I kind of think a letter is needed, some kind of intro letter, maybe a little different than yours, because yours is more going to dignitaries, but just for the general public, like Exeter has convened a committee, here's the charge of the committee, plus what we're looking for is X, Y, and Z, and we also plan on having something on July 4th of that year, like just kind of a rough overview.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, exactly, how can your plans fit into the town plans, we're here to give you
Well, maybe
all or
we should
something.
do a letter to being at, maybe we should get in touch with the new, I don't know, poor Seacoast. I don't know, I think we need a Facebook page to start putting
Yeah.
Some sort of social media.
Yeah, so you talked to Bob about that, so you
Yeah.
do that political letter, I'll do some general town letter, like, we're here and come with us. Okay, so, town letter. And then we'll meet in 2 weeks and shake this down a little more.
Did we cover everything?
I can't get anything.
I'll be bringing all the bicentennial stuff that I
Oh,
have.
yeah? Okay, yeah, so we can have a little viewing.
I know
And we
there's
need
a
to recruit more
picture
people.
somewhere of the select board in costume. Is it in the town report?
I don't know if it's in the town report. Probably is,
Should be.
but I know it's in the books we've got.
I've got my Minuteman costume all assembled. I am ready to go.
Excellent, and the first New Hampshire regiment, I wanted them to start out early because of the Fort William and Mary thing.
Mhm.
I talked to them last year so I could set them up for 2026, and we don't schedule that far ahead.
You should.
Yeah, this year.
Remember
Here,
the
so
pitch.
for some of the-
pitches that
Yeah.
Exeter was the capital.
Ready
I know,
revolutionary
yeah.
capital,
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Don't even
Another
think about
point.
Concord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exeter was the cap.
I mean, there are also
It has to be a
reenactors, like
focus.
Sons of the Revolution, who have color guards too, so hopefully we can get one color guard from somewhere.
Maybe the students can come up with recommendations for a new state flag. Have like Powderhouse on it or something to do with Exeter. There has
I'm
been,
certain with the leadership in Concord would allow that.
well, somebody's put in a bill for it. There's this young man that is pushing it hard. It actually looks more like a Ukrainian flag.
Oh.
Yellow and blue. Well, but it has the old man of the mountain on it
It
and
should have mountains. Definitely. I think of New Hampshire. I don't know, I'm still sad that Maine didn't pass that.
I know, that's a great flag.
They could try again, but that was just a little sad. Okay.
So I don't have the agenda in front of me. Have we covered everything?
I don't know that we have a.
yeah, we just need
Yeah, we
to
always
assign
have
a chair and vice chair.
Meetings that are usually members.
Who's the gal that was here? Kim?
Kimberly, yeah, she had to,
Step back?
yeah,
Oh, that's too bad.
well, some federal stuff has messed up their lives. So.
Great.
I was like, oh, come back when you can.
Yeah.
She had a lot of energy, so.
Yeah, she was great.
And then meeting schedule, first and third Mondays, or Tuesdays, what's today?
10.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I get that.
And that's it, everybody's got an assignment, so we can review in 2 weeks where
All right.
we are. We can bring
We'll have
stuff.
lots of stuff to look at next time.
Well, I'm gonna come early then.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, I'll come like 15 minutes early to look at your stuff.
That means I have to be here 15 minutes early. Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna
good.
bring all that stuff, because that's gonna be fun.
I'm right up
And
the
it will,
street.
and it will
Yeah.
sponsor other ideas.
Yeah.
And
Give
maybe
us
we can
discussion
start
to talk.
actually saying, let's do this in October. Let's do
Yeah.
this in
Yeah, the
September.
timeline is gonna be important.
Yeah.
Even if we just have a rough,
Mhm.
I mean, I think maybe that should be on the agenda for next time as a rough timeline. Let's start filling in a timeline, right? I think that's a
Or at
really
least
good
a draft,
point, Julie.
anyway, yeah.
All right, so we're looking at the 18th. Just gonna adjust the time on my calendar.
I don't think it's any young people, you know?
They are all in
This is
school.
a hard time.
No, I don't know, I mean,
Young, they're like not 60.
Yeah.
yeah, kinda.
Someone in their 40s, you know, a kid.
Yeah,
I'm in my 40s.
There you go.
Well, you are the child of this group.
I'm like the ancient.
Only last night he ran into this kid. He said, you know, he's actually probably 32. So.
Yeah, I know, my kid's 32 and I still think she's my kid. She's not my kid, she's a grown woman.
I was born the bicentennial year, and my older sisters call me bicentennial memorabilia.
Born in 1770. Now, that could be kind of some kind of contest or some kind of thing. People who are born on the actual 4th of July.
That might
You
be
gonna say,
Or
Ken?
1776.
Yeah.
We could have
Well,
some
no one's
kind
been-
of-
1976.
Where is that
Yeah, yeah.
cohort from 1976?
Yeah, something like that.
That's
That
would be a
that's
blast.
kind of a fun thing. I don't know what to do with it, but you know, the 1976 brunch or the July 4th
76ers.
dance or I don't know what.
76ers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because we'll all be turning 50 that year.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
that's a big birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should definitely have a big party for that.
That's
My
cool.
mother used to say to me,
Yeah,
she's
right.
like, every year you thought the 4th of July was all because of your birthday. And I said, wasn't it?
Oh.
That's the
so
only
many
day
people
in
born
my
on the
family
4th of July.
nobody was born in July.
My brother was
Yeah,
born
we don't
Christmas.
have any really June
Oh, that
summer
stinks.
birthdays. They're all-
I mean, here we are, July
like
4th and
October to
Christmas, the two of
January.
us. Crazy.
It's the birthday season in my family. It's trying.
We have one every month except for July.
All right, well, I think we have a lot of support from various entities around town, you know. Everybody's sitting at the table here, fill in a few other entities.
I'm gonna get the library here.
Oh, yeah, so Julia is now the official director.
Julia Lynn,
Uh-huh,
the director?
she is, yeah, she told me.
That's great.
Yep, she is, so I think, you know, she has to get herself together, but she's a superstar in town, so Yeah, and I did give her the 250 thing, but I'm sure she's just,
Right now,
trying to
find your place in there, yeah.
move her desk upstairs or whatever,
A lot of, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of change.
it was a great party for Hope, the retirement party. I don't know if any of you went, but yeah, like the fire department was there and, people were just in and out all the
How
time.
long was she?
I went for Lit
For as long
Fest.
as-
She was there for like 30 years, she said,
Yeah,
like a super long time.
yeah.
It's a long job. Pam was there for 40 plus years.
Oh my goodness
Yeah.
sakes.
Pam Jedham?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Off topic, but 1776 was the Congregational Church the only church in town. Did the Baptists, they came a little
No,
later,
there was a
right?
second parish church at that time.
Right, but it was only the two, right?
Two
Yeah,
congregational
The
churches.
schism.
yeah, but no other established.
And that's something we can talk about at some point in,
Yeah, historical bits.
well, the why like other towns set off because they didn't want to travel all the way into Exeter and pay taxes in Exeter for their celebrations and.
My ancestors, the Gordons, they split off from Exeter and started the Brentwood Church.
Oh, interesting.
They were traitors.
It's funny that you come back here after all this time and you have history here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is weird.
yeah. All those early families, just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, maybe that's where I can start the conversation with the other towns that we should all just go back, re-annex or annex all the towns that used to be part of Exeter.
Yeah, plus Greenland.
It's the country and the town.
They probably like us better.
I think an interesting bit, Barbara, I would like to know is how it came to be that Exeter came to be the capital, like exactly who made those decisions and how long it lasted and what actually happened in that. That's
We can probably dig that out in the provincial papers to clarify it. I mean,
It's kind of random.
it's not random at all. Exeter had access to the sea, but it was very well protected. Portsmouth is right there. It's right on the water. If somebody's going to attack it could be destroyed.
But it just seemed like such a one-horse
Crawling
town
with Tories.
at that moment.
No, we were the county seat.
We still, all right, see, these are the
and
questions I'm like,
We had the court here, and so
Oh,
there
the
was
court, yeah.
there's a lot of reasons to make Exeter
Okay.
the capital.
I think
How
people
long
would be
was the
interested in
capital
that.
for?
It goes back and forth, and it's really hard to untangle. We've tried. Laura and I have sat there and tried to figure out when was it Portsmouth and when, because it goes after the Revolution. It goes back and forth between Portsmouth until the 18 teens, I think, and then Concord is established. It's a more central part of the state. It was central back then, so they moved it to Concord.
Yeah, I think that's interesting and little known.
Mm.
That's kind of an interesting thing.
Yeah, the stories, right? I mean, yeah.
The people, yeah. Gotta get the women in there
We can
too.
roll out the safe, because we're treasurer.
Oh, right.
The treasury here.
It would be great
Waste
if
of
we
time,
could
but-
really do something special with the broadside too. We really have to, I mean, not just, I don't know. But that, I don't even know.
And that's why I called the state, I was told the state archivist is the one that's organizing.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she hasn't impressed me. But she's gonna be, somewhere in there is already thinking about the broadside. And we have that relationship where we have it quietly not adhered to.
Yeah. Is it
What?
the only one in the state?
The church,
Yeah.
the church, is
Ownership.
ownership, the state sued.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to have it on display for like half a year or have access to it.
Oh, and that's never really come to pass. Gotcha.
And I thought Ashley would bring it up.
No,
Yeah.
it's just
I-
locked
I'm
up
not
in
gonna
Boston
bring- yeah.
somewhere, right?
I'm not gonna bring it up.
There's also the first printing of the Declaration in Exeter.
Yeah.
That they did on the press that we have. We don't have a copy of it because they just sold one from like
I
millions
saw
of dollars.
that,
And it would be fun to bring a copy of that back if we could figure out where they are, because there aren't many of them. The ones printed in Exeter.
Could that,
To visit. I don't know if even insured for it at the Historical Society, or we have the mechanism to do it, but, that seems like,
Where is it?
That's, where would it be?
well, private collectors buy them, so we
Yeah,
have to figure out where it
That's
is.
what I need to know.
So
Museum
does the press function in any way to make copies and sell them?
We would not use that press because it would destroy it.
Oh, okay.
It would destroy the
It
press.
would destroy the press. Wonder if we could reproduce what that one looks like, though.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Just fake it out that it's coming off the
The one
press.
that was on
Stack 'em
Sotheby's,
there.
it's almost exactly the same as the broadside, it's just changed where it's printed,
It should have different type, though, because
different type of
they have
museum.
completely different type. So, the versions I've seen online are,
I'll just make a note of broadside. Investigate.
So it's a broadside that was
Exeter.
that was printed here. in
by
Exeter.
Louis Fowle, a Tory who gets
Yeah.
arrested for counterfeiting money. It's a great story.
Yeah, see, that's another one from the
Oh,
history
wow.
minutes.
First, we did a
Yeah,
history
Tories.
minute.
It's one of those
Yes,
copies.
I
That's
figured
one of the
that out
Exeter
after
ones.
the fact. I'm like,
Louis Fowle.
What's his name? Louis what?
Fowle, Fowle.
Hmm.
Robert Lust Fowle. Sorry, I have his name wrong. Robert Lust, and Lust is Luist. Fowle, Fowle. He later gets arrested. Thrown in our terrible jail, escapes. Thrown in again, escapes. Goes to the British lines, stays with the British for the entire war. And then after the war, he came back. This is the fun part. Comes back and he's like, well, what happened to my print shop?
What'd I do?
You need to reimburse me for all the paper you took. And Exeter's like, no way. So he moves to Brentwood, because that's where you go, I guess. And
So did he go to
Have traders.
lives out his
So
life
it begins.
in Brentwood. It's a cool story.
yeah, that's a great story.
I'm pretty sure we did a history minute on it, but we also, I know I wrote it up at one point, so it's a cool story. But we have the press, the physical press is at the Historical
That's cool.
Society.
That's very
So
cool.
that's fun, yeah. It's from England.
Hey, you had to have what you had to have, right?
You asked what you had. Yeah. So that's the kind of thing that when Laura and I were talking about what kind of resources the Historical Society has, we'll just re-release things like that.
Yeah, maybe clump them under a 250 banner
Yep.
somehow or
Stick
three.
them all in one section.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Okay,
Well, we all have assignments.
All right.
all right.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Very much.
I gotta get Francois.